Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 6 of my 2012 DVD and Blu-ray collection overview. Today, last time we actually finished up looking at the Blu-rays. Oh, hello! Today, actually I'll go over this way. Today we're actually going to take a look at two shelves on the DVD section here, which is mainly adult cartoons, meaning stuff that isn't really suitable for kids. It's not like porno cartoons or anything like that, but you know what I mean, like mature humor or whatever, like Family Guy and stuff like that. The anime section, which I know a lot of you have been wanting to check out, and a few miscellaneous things that are just happen to be on those shelves. I don't really have anywhere else to put them. And that's what we're going to talk about today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Okay, so, the width of these shelves means that you're going to see a little bit of the shelves on either side. When we get to the shelving unit next to it, this one here, it should fill the image quite nicely and you won't see any sort of overflow. Sorry about that. Anyway, so as such, we can't really see all the stuff that's on top here, but that's okay, I'll pull it down. Anyway, you're probably wondering what this is. It's an M&M Darth Vader. Feel the nice breeze. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Let's set him over here somewhere. Okay, so let's start off with all the stuff on top here. We just kind of have an assortment of stuff. We of course have The Secret. I actually ordered this back when it originally came out. Yep, they got me with their marketing campaign. It was just brilliant the way they marketed that. And I'm still subscribed to The Secret Scrolls emails. I actually get emails from The Secret all the time. Then we have Yukikaze, which is a bonus disc that came with a set of Die Hard DVDs a while back. I actually found the bonus disc on its own in a pawn shop. I used to have the set that's from, but I don't anymore. And then we have DVD Preview, first issue from winter 2001. Yeah, this was basically a DVD magazine on DVD, and it's got a bunch of early trailers and stuff like that about DVD releases at the time, and some early Criterion stuff as well. Pretty cool. Just a nice little collector's item. And then, of course, we have An Inconvenient Truth, which I actually still have yet to watch. We got Mysteries of Egypt, which is it's an IMAX film, basically. An IMAX film on DVD. Yeah, I'd like to see those on Blu-ray, actually. And then a couple of generous gifts from viewers. We have Michael Palin, Around the World in 80 Days, PAL Region 2 edition. And then Aliens, Abductions, and Extraordinary Sightings, a paranormal documentary collection. Very cool. So that's just sort of some random stuff that's got the documentaries and whatnot. And then here we have music and roller derby. So we've got Kiss, the Kissology Ultimate Collection Volume 1, and then Pink Floyd Pulse concert video. And then we've got Metallica, the videos, 1989 to 2004. And then we've got Roller Derby Mania, which is, features a lot of notable roller derby groups from the 80s. And then we have the complete series of Roller Girls. It says the complete first season, but sadly that's the only season they did. This is a 16:9 widescreen series, but it was done in 4:3 letterbox widescreen rather than anamorphic, which is kind of annoying. Alright, so enough of that. Let's get to the actual cartoons and stuff, which is what you guys are here for. You want to know about the anime and things like that. Okay, so first off, we'll take a look at this one. We have the Mamoru Oshii Cinema Trilogy, which is a beautiful box set of 3 films by Mamoru Oshii. director of the original Ghost in the Shell movie. So we have The Red Spectacles, Stray Dog, and Talking Head. And then we have the original soundtrack CD of Stray Dog in a DVD case. So quite a nice collection, and very, very sturdy box as well. Very heavy box set there. So I'm just going to move that aside so we can get to everything underneath. Okay, so this is basically the cartoons for grown-ups section, which leads into the anime. So let's start here. We have The Ren and Stimpy Show, Seasons 1 and 2. We have The Ripping Friends, which has, I think, 3 episodes. Oh, it has 4 episodes on it. They only did 13 episodes. It would be really nice if they put the rest of that out. Then we got Saturday Night Live, the best of Saturday TV Funhouse, with the ambiguously gay duo on the cover there. And then we've got Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Volume 1. I really have not seen much of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, I must confess. This is pretty much it. I would really like to get the other volumes and the movie. And then we have the complete series of Duckman with Jason Alexander, George Costanza himself, as the voice of Duckman. Great series. This is kind of like the precursor to Family Guy, like sort of one of the original raunchy humor cartoons for grown-ups. Then we have the complete original series of Futurama. I love Futurama. There we go, all 4 volumes. And then, of course, it was canceled. But then the DVDs apparently sold phenomenally well, and they brought it back for a series of direct-to-DVD movies, of which this is the first 2, Bender's Big Score and The Beast with a Billion Backs. I do have the other 2 movies on Blu-ray, which you can actually see in the previous part of this DVD and Blu-ray overview. And then we got some Family Guy. I used to have all of Family Guy up to Volume 6, and then around the time Volume 7 came out, I ended up selling a bunch of them because I needed money. So for now I have the Frequent Sweet collection and Stewie Griffin The Untold Story with the original slipcover, which you can't really find very often anymore. And then we have the Future Shop exclusive collector's edition version of Family Guy Volume 4. The collector's edition aspect of it is it has this slipcover, and it has a book of various artists' sort of renditions of characters from the show. Very cool. And we've also got some storyboard cards as well, which is quite neat. So just a nice little collector's item for Family Guy fans. So I like that. And then I have Partial Terms of Endearment, which is the infamous abortion episode, Volume 8 and Volume 7. I have not picked up Volume 9 yet. Volume 10 was just announced to be coming out a little later this year. Then I have a couple by Ralph Bakshi. We've got Heavy Traffic and Coonskin, also known as Street Fight. This is actually a bootleg because it has not been officially released as of this recording. Apparently there is an official release on the way though, so I'll be able to finally replace that, which will be great. And then we have a few more independent films here. We've got The Plague Dogs, which is from the same director as Watership Down, so one you might know. Starchaser, The Legend of Orin, which originally was shown in theaters in 3D. And Rock and Rule, the Canadian independent animation classic. Great stuff. This is the 2-disc special edition as well, which is quite a collector's item nowadays. Although there is a Blu-ray edition that actually has all the same content on it, so very cool. And then we have the complete series of Aeon Flux, the director's remastered edition. Very nice indeed. And finally, into the anime, we have Akira, the special edition. This was also released in a tin edition. This is not the tin. This is just the the extra thick case in a slipcover. All the disc-based content is the same, though. Then we have Vampire Princess Miyu, the original OVA, all 4 episodes spread across 2 discs. Talk about, milking it for all it's worth. I used to have these on Laserdisc, actually. And then, of course, we have Vampire Hunter D and Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Great, great stuff. Love these. I should mention, by the way, I have done videos about some of these, like review videos or in-depth videos. If that's the case, I will put the links to those videos down below in the description if you'd like to get a little more information about some of these releases and get a more in-depth look at them. So then we have Devil Hunter Yoco, the complete collection. I used to have the first part of this on Laserdisc. I do not anymore, but that's okay because I have the DVD. Yeah, so anyway, if you want more information about some of these, by all means check the description below to see if I have done videos about them. Honestly, I don't think I've done a lot of videos about all of this stuff. I did a few, but anyway, whichever ones I did, I'll put down below for you, and you can check those out at your leisure. And here we have Megazone 2-3, which is a 3-part mini-series. Each one is like movie length. I haven't actually finished watching these. I've seen the first one a couple of times and really liked it. Yeah, actually, interesting side note, part of part 1 was mixed with footage from Southern Cross to create Robotech the movie. Yeah, so there you go. And then we have, this one is a little bit obscure, Boogie Pop Phantom, which sounds kind of cheesy, but it's actually a horror anime, and it is freaky as hell. Yeah, if you want a really good horror anime that's just going to mess with your head, get Boogie Pop Phantom. It's freaking awesome. It's gory, it's scary, it's moody, it's atmospheric. Great stuff. And then we have Zion, I Wish You Were Here. Sorry, I bumped the tripod there. Zion, I Wish You Were Here, Volume 1, Epidemic. There's actually 2 volumes to this. I really need to pick up the second one because it's only, I think it's only like 4 episodes long, 6 episodes long. Maybe there's 2 more volumes. This appears to have 2 episodes on it. Yeah, this has 2 episodes. Anyway, one of my friends, Jed Zia, also known as Nerdy Frag, really likes Zion, and that's one of the reasons I got that one. Then we have the Hakkenden, Legend of the Dog Warriors. Really underrated anime, and if you like a good supernatural samurai story, I definitely recommend that one. It's a good one. Then here we have all 4 volumes of Nazca, which I basically just picked up because it was cheap and I thought the art style looked cool. I have not actually sat down and watched the whole thing yet. Here, let's angle down a little bit. See if we can see a little better. There we go. Because we've already looked at this shelf, so we'll focus more on this shelf now. So, there we go. There's that. And then here we have Yukikaze, because I want to pick this one up because it looked kind of Top Gun-ish and kind of reminiscent of Macross Plus, at least in some of the visual style. And yeah, so pretty cool. So we got the Platinum Edition and the 2-disc sets of the other 3. As far as I know, this is the complete series. It's just a mini-series. And then this is a big collector's item now. We actually have all 10 volumes of Mobile Suit Gundam. This is the original Gundam series, which I think they just re-released recently. So let me give you a quick look at this here. We got volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the original Gundam series from 1979. This is the one that started the whole Gundam franchise right here. This is ground zero for Gundam. And it's great. Unfortunately, this edition was only ever released as an English dub. For some reason, they could not get the rights to the Japanese language track. I don't know what. There was some kind of weird kerfuffle with that. But anyway, really great, just epic space opera, giant robot anime. I mean, Gundam is an absolute classic. Let me make a minor adjustment here and see if we can get a little straighter. There we go. That's a little better anyway. Yeah, so anyway, Mobile Suit Gundam. So if you're a fan of Gundam, like any of the newer ones, you might want to check it out. It's for the most part, it holds up pretty well. It is, I mean, older style animation, obviously being from 1979. So, you know, expect that. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I like older style animation. Then, of course, we have Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex. These are all the 2-disc special editions. I actually got rid of the oversized deluxe packaging, except for the ones that were just little slip covers like this. You know, so that's pretty nice. And I have all but the final volume. And then volume 6, I actually do have the box for volume 6. If I show you here, this is the full box for volume 6. So this will give you some idea of just how much space these things took up. Yeah, most of these were in boxes like this or similar size, and it was just taking up way too much shelf space. So I actually ditched the boxes. Can you believe that? Can you believe that I did that, of all people? Well, I did. Now I'm kind of like thinking, why did I do that? That looked really impressive on the shelf. But then I look at how little shelf space I have, and it's like, oh yeah, that's why. Whatever. Anyway, I'm probably going to end up selling these eventually anyway, and picking them up on Blu-ray when they finally release the full complete series on Blu-ray. Okay, and then here we have Armitage Dual Matrix. I actually have Armitage Polymatrix, which is the first movie, on Laserdisc, or at least I used to. I think I might have sold it, but anyway, I'll pick it up on DVD again at some time. Not bad. I mean, it's basically sort of a little cyberpunk cops and robbers kind of futuristic anime. It's kind of fun. And then here we have Defenders of Space, which is an absolutely hilariously awful Korean rip-off giant robot anime. Great stuff. And then we have Tech on Kincrete, which I actually still have to watch. I'm supposed to. I gotta check this out. It was sent to me by a viewer because he thought I would enjoy it. It's actually from one of the animation studios that did the Animatrix, which is pretty cool. And then here we have Chimera. I don't know. I picked this up basically because it was cheap, and again, I thought the art style looked cool, and it sounded like a cool sort of supernatural action-adventure thing. But really, it's not terribly memorable, and since picking it up, I've heard nothing but awful things about it. I have watched it, but I don't really remember much about it, and that probably speaks volumes right there. And this one, I picked up Battle Royal High School, because everybody was telling me about Battle Royale. You know, the movie. Here, let me show you. Battle Royale. You know, Battle Royale. Everybody's heard of Battle Royale. So I wanted to check it out. So I saw this in the bargain bin, and I thought this was what everybody was talking about. So I watched it, and I was just like, okay, yeah, that's kind of amusing, I guess. I really don't see what all the hype is about. Yeah, so needless to say, this is not the one everyone was talking about, but it's an interesting little curiosity. And here we have Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, which is one that I actually used to have on VHS and then again on Laserdisc. This is cool. This is a cool set because it actually has both the English dub version with all the Sony music, licensed music in it, but it also has the original, full, uncut, unaltered Japanese version with all the original Japanese music and everything, and subtitles, of course. So, yeah, great stuff. Unfortunately on a flipper disc, but what can you do? It's not a bad set. Not bad at all. And then here we have a whole bunch of Lupin the Third. I'm sure these are all out of sequence. They don't clearly number them. But, yeah, this is a bunch of Lupin the Third from the very popular second series, the so-called Red Jacket series. The first series had him wearing a green jacket, and then the third series had him wearing a pink jacket. But the Red Jacket is considered the best of the bunch. It's one that Hayao Miyazaki had a lot to do with, and a really fun series. I'm still missing a bunch of volumes of it. I'll pick up the rest of them one of these days. And then here we got some of the Lupin movies. We've got The Secret of Mamo, which is a Region 2 edition. Secret of Mamo Region 1 edition. Castle Cagliostro Region 2 edition, which has two different English dubs on it, including the old Manga Entertainment one, which is, or not manga, Streamline, the old Streamline Entertainment dub, which is the one that I kind of grew up with. And then Lupin the Third Voyage to Danger, which is one of the later movies. So, yeah, I am way, way behind on Lupin. There is so much more Lupin out there to get. I mean, I could probably fill a whole shelf with just Lupin. So much stuff there is. I mean, there's a bunch of... I've got about, 12 more volumes of the TV series to pick up, and then there's just as many movies as well. And then we got a couple of movies here. We have The Dagger of Kamui, classic samurai epic, and Millennium Actress, which is kind of a cult favorite. And then finally, last but not least, not anime at all, but still a pretty damn cool series. This one I did do a full video of, by the way. I will make sure to put the link to that in the description below. We have Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles. Such a great show. And I am showing them to you here in the order that you should watch them. Yes. And there, and there, and there. And there you go. 8 volumes. I recommend getting the individual volumes over the complete series set because the individual volumes have extras. The complete series set is bare bones. Alrighty, well, that pretty much covers everything. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. The anime section, honestly, is nowhere near as diverse as I would like it to be. It's kind of been neglected, and honestly, I don't think that it's really changed too much since doing my 2008 update a while back. A lot of this is stuff that I had back then. There's quite a few things I want to get. Like, I'd like to get a lot of the stuff that I used to have on Laserdisc, such as the Bubblegum Crisis. That's a big one I really want to get back in the collection. Just a classic 80s cyberpunk type of, action-adventure comedy. I mean, it's just really, really well done and has that really, cool 80s vibe to it. I can't even remember now. I used to have a whole bunch. My brain is kind of mush. I've been doing this whole overview all night, and I'm barely even halfway. Alrighty, well, I think this episode's gone on way long enough, so let's call it a day, and we'll see you next time. So next time we're going to get into some of the 80s cartoons, about the first half or so of my 80s cartoon collection. Yeah, some good stuff. So we'll see you then. Until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.